Good day, and thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the Real Talks with Doc. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, like, and turn on those notifications. If you find this content that we're bringing straight to you of any value and to be very resourceful in your real estate and development experiences, please follow us today. Good morning, Kay. How you doing?
Doing good. So this morning we want to talk about how to prepare your home for the winter season. I know a lot of people are like, man, we hearing about snow, we hearing about inches are coming. Oh my goodness, especially in DC. So what are the key steps homeowners should take to prepare their homes for the winter season?
Man, Kay, this is funny because we be ripping and running so much. We were literally just talking about how the year is gone already, let alone it seemed like I blinked my eyes and we're already at the end of November. So I like the way we format these real talks because, 100% truth and 100% no cap. That's the new phrase the young kids that are using, no cap. Right, we actually do these shootings impromptu. Like literally, I just had a foreman call me. I'm supposed to be at a site at 7 o'clock. And it's now 10 minutes to 7. So KB hitting me with these questions on the spot. Like literally, I have no script, no time to prepare. And I like it because it keeps me sharp. And I should know these things, right? So with that being said and done and prefacing this, the topic for this morning, this is a really great topic. So I'm just gonna visualize this in my head and tell you, the homeowners, what you should be doing. So let's start with the exterior. As I start with the roof, you wanna make sure that after a good hard rain that you go up in your roof and you just look at the ceiling, if you can see the OSB board, to make sure that you don't see any damp spots. The reason why you want to do that is because you want to make sure you don't have any leaks coming in your house. That's a very, very important thing. That's something you can just do at any given point to just make sure that you're doing a maintenance check on your house. The next thing you want to do, especially coming into the winter season, if we get snow can turn to ice, you want to make sure that you don't have any loose gutters. Now, why do you want to do that? Because over time, when it snows and it stays frigid for a very long time, and then it rains on top of that snow can quickly turn to sheets of heavy ice. And those sheets of heavy ice can slide down your ceiling and hit those loose gutters. And if those gutters are too loose, it can bring your whole gutter system down. And we've seen gutter systems that are brought down that actually hit the windows, that can break the windows, that can cause other damage to the exterior of the home. So you want to walk the perimeter of your house and just look to make sure that you don't have any loose gutters or even downspouts. The next thing you want to do pertaining to the exterior of your house, you want to go in the basement and you want to open those hose bibs all the way open after you have turned off the main shutoff valve to all your hose bibs. Now, why do you want to do that? Because a lot of times when people don't winterize their hose bibs, those pipes can expand, crack, and now you have a water leak due to the drop in temperature and water being in those water lines in your hose bib. So once you turn off the main, go outside and open the hose bib all the way up, let it bleed out all the water till no more water come out, and you've now winterized your hose bibs. Very, 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 very important thing to think about. The next thing you want to think about in terms of winterizing your home is you want to make sure that also your sprinkler system is also de-winterized. And a lot of times you would call in a sprinkler company that would come in and push air through the system to bleed all of the water out of your sprinkler plumbing, because again, those pipes too can freeze, bust, and now you have damages not only in your sprinkler, but also the pressure valves that lead to this secondary water meter that you may have on the inside of your house. So that's important too, to winterize your sprinkler system. Now, moving on to the inside of the house, it's always a good practice that after you come in out of the summer season, that you go to your furnace and your HVAC system and you change out all of your filters. Yes, you have to change the filters in your home. Some people go without never changing the filters in their home. And when you go in and you pull that filter out and you see all of that dust and all of that debris on that filter, that means that you're not allowing your system to pull out those particulates in the air to give you cleaner, fresher air. So make sure you not only change the filters in your HVAC equipment, but you also go to your return registers that you'll see throughout the house. Sometimes they're in the ceiling, sometimes they're in the wall. Those two have an air filter on them that you need to change out anywhere from 3 to 6 months max. Some filters have a longer life on them. You have HEPA filters that have a more fine grid to actually pull out even more particulates throughout the atmosphere. So you want to go through and make sure you change those air filters as well. Another thing you want to do while you're on the mission of changing out filters, you want to go to your refrigerator and change the water filter in your refrigerator. Yes, all refrigerators have water filters, especially the newer models. So go in, change those water filters. Normally your refrigerator will give you a reminder when to change those water filters, and if it doesn't, go in and change it. Another place that you would never think that you have a filter is your washing machine. Yes, normally those filters are at the bottom left or the bottom right in the washing machine. It looks like an elongated cartridge. And you want to take those filters out and change them too, because they're designed to catch any of the heavy lint and any of the heavy particles so that they don't get into your plumbing system as well. So your wash machine also has a filter on it. So, Kay, those are the things I'm thinking of off the top of my head that people should do, not is optional to do, because those are the things that really gonna make sure that your house is not prone and subject to any of these leaks that can cause water damage, that could cause basements to flood that we've seen, and we don't want you to fall victim to that. So I hope that helped our viewers out there to make sure they go do these things today. Don't put it off for tomorrow, go do them today.
Yes, for sure. And so what about people with fireplaces?
Thanks, Kay. Another good thing, before you use your wood burning fireplace in the winter, it's always good to get that chimney clean. And there are chimney companies that come out. You shouldn't do this because this is a specialty type maintenance and cleaning. They'll come out and get all of that charcoal build up in your chimney so that you don't have to worry about an excessive buildup over that and having back smoke come into the house unnecessarily. So yes, also get that chimney cleaned as well.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, so as a homeowner, we experience a lot of different things. And so what are some tips and tricks that you would say that can be done do it yourself, DIY? What are some DIY tips that you could give homeowners to do in preparing their home for the winter?
Yeah, so most of those things that I just covered, you can actually do yourself. You do not have to hire anyone. Another thing that homeowners don't think about as well is making sure your gutters are clean, right? If you're not talking a 2-story house, 20, 30 feet up, and you got a 1-level house, it's just a matter of getting a ladder, A-frame ladder, and just getting up there and just taking your hand and pulling those leaves out of that gutter. And that's very important too, because what happened also in the wintertime is that you have all of those leaves and all of that trash and all that debris built up, and water holds there, and then it freezes, and it now makes your gutters even heavier than normal, let alone if a sheet of ice comes slide down the ceiling, it already has that weight and it hits those gutters. Now you have your whole gutter system on the ground. So that's something that you can do. Changing all your filters, it's just a matter of going through, and every filter on the side of it has a filter measurement. 12 by 12, 12 by 18, 24 by 24, and so forth. And all you have to do is just look at what that filter measurement is, and everybody's an Amazoners these days. You go to Amazon, put that filter size in, and Amazon can have those filters delivered to you within the same day, in some instances, if not next day if you're a Prime member. That's something you can do on your own. You don't have to pay an HVAC technician to do. I also forgot about in your hood over your stove, there's a filter in that as well. Now, normally those are washable filters that you can pop in your dishwasher, degreases it, and you pop that right back in. All of these things you can do on your own. Winterizing your hose bibs, you can do that on your own. I just taught you how to do that and told you what to do. So, again, save money. Just take the time. And one thing I have become a student of is YouTube University, man. Somebody got a video on everything on YouTube to walk you through step by step on anything that you need to do in life. Literally, they probably got a video on how to tie your shoe. I mean, literally. So don't hesitate to go to YouTube to just get that further reinforcement on giving you the confidence that these are things that you can do yourself. So I wish you and your family and all of your loved ones a very, very, very happy holidays. Thanksgiving is coming up, so happy Thanksgiving to those of you who celebrate it. May there be peace and blessings unto you and your family. And also, too, if we don't get back on camera, because it's a hectic time, we're wishing you a very Merry Christmas, a very Happy Hanukkah. And if you celebrate any of those holidays, peace and blessings be unto you in that holiday season as well. Thank you so much for all the support and all the business that you give Tebow throughout the year. So we appreciate you, we love you, and we want to see you win. We want to see you succeed. So again, I hope this content is pouring into elevating you and your business to a different level, because that is our sincere goal in taking the time to bring this content to you. So see you at the next construction site.